Mr. McSquare challenged me to build an army to go up against an army that he is building. And my army is going to be built in the Deep Dark, in the Ancient City. His army is being built in the Nether. So, I have to be able to defend against an army coming from the Nether, and let's get on that. So we have been given a square of about 128 by 128, centered on the portal. Well, the portal is on one end, and then the rest of the square around here, marked off by the red wool over there. And I think I could go a couple of directions. For one, originally when he pitched this idea, my thought was, oh, you know what I should do? I should definitely rebuild the ancient city and then try to defend it. And then we got down here, and I was like, you know what? Rebuilding the ancient city sounds like a lot of work. So I think I'm not doing that. I think I'm going to be using this as if, imagine the ancient city has already been sieged, and this is like the last stand before, I guess they fall completely. That's, I think, the angle that I'm going to go with. So what I need to do is clear out a little bit of stuff because I need to be able to build things here. Now, building monsters is really not my strong suit, but I am here to give it a try. Well, it was hard, but I finally got the area cleared out. I got all the stone out of the way. I have not removed any of the ancient city itself yet. I think these pillars are probably going to go because I might be able to fit some guys here. I'm also going to have to figure out how to do statues because that's not something that I do normally. So that'll be fun. After a whole bunch of work, I have finally made 42 of my new guys. And might I just say, they look a little cat-like in the face. I definitely gave them ears, but I'm pretty pleased with them. I actually kind of love the shelves for shields. I think that's kind of perfect for statue work. That's part of my army down. I now need to fill the rest of the space. So what I think I'm going to do is, originally I was going to do ballistas up here. And I don't hate it, but what I think I'm going to do instead is on this wall here, and maybe around here as well, I'm going to do archer statue guys. I will probably just basically stick to the same kind of thing. So I guess it's like a weird golem cat army. But I think I'm okay with that. Also, we're in the Copper Age. And, yeah, the lightning rod stuff, whoops, looks great for tridents. So I think I'm going to take this ballista and make it into a bow for my little archer guys. I got a lot of work to do, and not a lot of time to do it. Okay, we got an egg. What am I doing? I also noticed that I don't know if I didn't do this on purpose, but somehow I made all of my army left-handed, which is interesting. The leader, of course, is going to have to be right-handed. So their arms are 1, 2, 3, 4. And his arm is 1, 2, 3, 4. Proportions, smush motions. That's actually not too bad, but I think... Nice. Look at that. Okay. That's pretty cool. I do that for the starry little cat eyes. Oh, this guy's gonna look weird. I was going for more like pillager theme, but somehow I ended up with cats. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah. Honestly, he's kinda cute. Okay, so I'm trying something a little different. This time I'm trying to make a larger monster guy. This time I'm using cyan wool to sort of mark out where it's gonna go. And this is what I got. It's probably going to be a warden, and I think I might make a couple of those guys. I might try to make one coming out of the floor. I don't know. We'll see. But I think the block palette for that's going to be end stone, skulk, black concrete, or concrete powder. I think I'm just going to follow the guide for that. You know, I have never claimed to be good at doing this kind of stuff, but I think I'm doing pretty okay. It is definitely what it is. I mean, it's a warden for sure, right? It feels like a chibi warden, if you know what that is. So we have the cat warrior leader. We have the cat warrior guys. We've got the pillager on the ravager. We have a giant copper golem with a hammer. We have a giant kind of chibi skulk guy, the warden. And then we got this guy doing his magic. Look at that. It's so good. It's so good, in fact, that I decided I'm going to do like 10 more of them. I think I figured out the story that I'm going to go with for this. Or like the reason, I guess. I don't know. So we've got this guy who is either... He's definitely in charge. I haven't decided if he's evil. I'm going to say yes, because this whole place is pretty evil. And he's going to be in charge. And then we're going to have his various minion magicians casting their magic. Some of them might be casting it on the other golem things. Okay. What I tried to do with this thing was to make like a mole creature, but it mostly kind of came out like a bear wearing a bear skin. That was supposed to be armor. It's not bad, all things considered. So I've got my magic core. I have my infantry. I've got a little bit of my riding division. I think I need a bunch more of the pillagers, but like on foot, like these guys. Maybe I should do some more mounted as well. I'm actually, honestly, really happy with how the Ravagers turned out. I think they're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with those. After a couple more builds, it was finally time to bring in the judge.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Build Battle Final Showdown. And we got our guest judge today, Mr. Rob Frost, a good friend of both of ours. Hopefully unbiased. If I lose, he was totally biased. Yep. If I win, he was completely unbiased. Yep. There's no winner or loser here. We're both just had a whole lot of fun. And Rob's going to give us his honest feedback about what he sees and what he likes, what he doesn't like, and overall impression. Without further ado, let's go down and check out the damage.
All right.
Should I take a night vision potion or not?
You shouldn't need to. I lit up everything that's important.
Okay.
He went for ambiance.
Yes. So right behind you is actually my big bad guy. That you can tell because he has a funny hat and red eyes.
If you were to name him, what would you call him?
I feel Duncan for some reason. I'm not really sure why.
Duncan Souls down the hole.
So he's the sort of head mage, I suppose, of the extra 10 in front of him. And then you have the two Ravager riders up here. And
shields.
Yeah, the shields, the shelves are very nice for that. That has been a lot of fun. We have I was trying to go for like, okay, well, what else would be in a cave? So I tried making like a mole creature, but it looks more like a bear. This is obviously it's wearing armor. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And then if you come to the side here, where you have a bird cage, which is where they keep the allays. Or not the allays, the Vexes, before they're ready to go. Under those are all spawners for that. Have some Ravagers in their Ravager pen.
Ooh.
And then we have like a little witch's brew brewing up some witches.
And frogs.
Yes.
You'll note right away, like the Ravagers have Ravager. The Ravager pen has Ravager spawners in it.
Yes.
And so forth.
Ooh.
So then if you come to the other side of where the large Ravager guys are, you then have the actual base camp. And under each of the beds is a spawner with the kind of Pillager or Illager or the other one I can never remember the name of.
Witches?
I don't. The Johnnies?
Yeah, the Johnnies,
Indicator.
whatever those are called. Yeah, that's what they are. So they have their little base camp over here. They got their campfire. They got weapons reforging area. And then we get to the interesting stuff. So this guy right here is the one controlling all of these cat golems.
Ooh.
You can tell because he's standing right next to them. So there are 42 of those guys, which once I figured out the first one, making the rest of them was pretty straightforward. But that's part of the army. And then we come over here and we have the evil copper golems.
They're not evil. They're just misunderstood.
Yes, we have the we're kind of playing around. The one night we were on and just kind of goofy. So if you come up here, we've got these little guys controlling this one, and they even
Those
have
little mech pilots.
they even have their little bumper sticker.
Mother car and a city.
So then we've got our little copper golem army with their little
Nice.
copper hammers or maces or something. And
And
then
how many of these buggers are there anyway?
Now, did you put little copper golem statue inside the head of the little copper golems?
that would have been really funny, but incredibly pointless because you'd have to break it open to like get in there. Although I will say there is
Well,
actually
I would have checked. I would
there,
have checked.
there is in fact a copper golem spawner inside each of them.
Ah, okay. Just pooping out copper golems.
And-
Nice.
Yep.
And in full disclosure, Chuck did mention to me he was thinking about putting a copper golem pilot with two like controlling levers on each one of them.
That was a conversation.
The
we had.
only thing stopping him was he wanted to put it internal and you wouldn't see it, so it'd be a waste of time.
Yeah.
I would have seen it. I checked.
But he did have the thought.
It's not taking points off for it.
And then here we have the warden. So
Oh man, I like.
Ooh,
Just thinking about
that
it,
is a good
man, that would
build.
wreck things.
yeah, well, what's funny
Warden
is
spawner in here.
I should have done that. I didn't think of that. That
Or
would
at
have just
least,
been
like
painful.
the sound
That-
when
yeah,
you get
would've
close
been-
to me popping them off. That would be
Oh, yeah.
good.
That would have been awful.
I was going to try to have like the copper golem and then his little guys and then the warden and his little guys. But trying to build little wardens is very difficult because the blocks just don't really work that way. So
Yeah,
I
I can
just-
see that.
yeah, I just went with the one, and I'm hoping that he can take out some stuff before all of my sweet little copper golems end up eating it. So that is about it. Oh, speaking of the spawners.
I will say that I like that you added the crying obsidian entryway.
Oh, thank you. I had
Yeah,
a
I
little
do like
time
this
and
big angle here.
yeah, I was just kind of dress it up a little bit. I forgot to mention, there are spawners for the magic guys in front of all the magic guys.
Lots
So
of little
each
magic
giant,
hands,
Each
man.
giant mage spawns evokers.
Yes, and I think that is truly it for my side.
First of all, I really like the design you went with the pillager builds. Ooh, I didn't even notice that they had different color like ties.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess these aren't really like neckties; they're more like undergarments. But
You know,
still,
it's even better that he noticed himself instead of you having to tell him.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and like really like the design of like angry eyebrows and the magic coming out and the what is this, resin? Yeah, the resin
Yes.
clumps. That's a good touch on the magic there. The designs of the like sealed up mobs is just great all around, really. And like I definitely get from these cat golems the like Hogwarts like stone army people.
Okay, I was definitely certainly going for that. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the statues and all the spawners everywhere. I even see this dude over here. He's cool.
Which one are you looking at?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
guy on the right.
yeah,
This evoker.
I completely forgot. I was supposed to say that he's the one controlling the copper golem guys.
Yeah. Casting redstone magic doesn't need a controller. That's nice.
Yeah.
Like
If-
the frog honor at the cauldron with the witches. That's a really nice touch.
They're more for morale than actual.
I gotta admit that you added something that has no battle value at all, just for cosmetics of having frogs.
Well, I
That's
mean,
very
it kind of seems like just a side effect of witches is
Yeah.
you're going to get a bunch of frogs
But-
too, you know?
But that Chuck bothered to actually do that. I'd say, yeah, good on you, Chuck.
Oh yeah.
And that's coming from his opponent. So
Yeah. I like the Ravager face design. They look, they have enough character that, like, they don't look identical to the Ravager faces, but they have more character, which is, I like,
Okay. Okay.
kind of like cartoony evil.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I shared with Chuck that I agree with you, Rob. I thought his evokers were number one and the Ravagers were number two. Not the
Yeah.
Riders, but the Ravager. Yeah, that's his. I'd say that's his
I-
second best thing here.
Yeah, I definitely really like the scale mob designs you've got going on here. The Warden is really cool looking.
In the
Now let's all switch to survival and and
Warden.
to the Nether, where I'm sure Square's army will be.
Oh boy! So after we come through the portal, we'll start it by looking at the portal. And my theme, it started as piglins, but really it became the Nether.
Ooh, nice.
And if you're ever redstone curious, the back is exposed, which is super simple for that.
All right. Do you want to do a similar style tour as Chuck? I'll do my
Sure.
comments afterwards, or?
So we got Orcus here, the king boss of it all, right in the center, riding his giant snake from who knows where. I don't know where he got it from, but he definitely got his money's worth. The Nether, to me, really had two components. It had the piglin side on the Netherrack, and there's a lot of soulstone valleys and whatnot that I really leaned into for all the skeletons, which is the other side here. And the most dreaded thing when you come to the Nether is the soul sand and the wither skeleton skulls. So if there was a battle, the initial plan is we got the piglins right up at the front here, and they would wheel in 6 freaking guys of nastiness just to blast everything away. And keep in mind, these are bedrock withers, not Java withers.
Ooh, yeah.
Which would give me a heck of a lot of space for my air forces to fly around. So not only do we have the floating black demonic skull here with a couple of Enderman spawners on them. Why? I don't know. I don't ask them questions. I stay out of their way. The actual Nether itself is what I'm attacking them with these lava monsters. The piglin side over here is actually the reserve force, not the main body. You'll notice we got the big giant piglin on his hog mount, and because we want everything to be mobile, we would be occupying the other side, and so we got all the chariots with the spawners on it to get just an endless stream of piglins over to the other side. Supporting the spawner wagons are, of course, the cannon wagons. There's 3 cannon wagons and a gun wagon. And then, just the nature of room portals and everything, we've got a administrative portal repair wagon. And then a wagon full of dynamite and anvils, because you notice all the bat flyers here, they will be dropping dynamite and anvils, and then because they can only carry one, they got to come back and keep reloading. But on top of the ability to drop nastiness on people, they've all got fishing poles. Because of Minecraft nastiness, it would suck for something to fly by and fishing pole you. Piglins love their gold. Why? Well, they got to make gold golems. So there's a bunch of gold golems to support the piglin side. And that would be the occupation force. The air force supporting the skeleton assault. The first build was the Nether skeletons, the wither skeletons, I should say. And yes, wither skeletons don't get along with piglins, but
That's why they're the first wave.
That's right, keeping the 2 waves separate. So I had to get the spawners to the other side somehow. So my mechanism of transport was giant skeletons carrying them into battle. We got the street sweeper here with his rotating bar of saws. And of course, the white skeletons have regular spawners. The black skeleton has the wither skeletons. Made just two big ones that are archers, and the rest are melee dudes.
Nice.
And of course, because we don't know what's on the other side of the Nether, or if Chuck had the wherewithal to give them sunlight, they're all wearing helmets. Got to stop that sunburn, which includes the skeleton ghasts that are up in the air. And they've got blaze spawners in them. And you'll also note that everything on the skeleton side, I missed one skeleton, but they've all got the flags of their banner. And my inspiration for going with all the spawners everywhere was the bloody magma cube spawners that you find in basalt fortresses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is what is on the back of the scorpion tails. I'd say my trump card of it all, if we were actually go to war, is Mr. Death. How can you lose when death is on your side? Both armies can be completely destroyed, and he wins. Adding more firepower to the undead side is, of course, the skeletal dragon. And the one touch to him that I think stands out beyond other builds that you see with skeleton dragons is I actually gave him magic guts. And at this point, I was like, okay, I got to stop it because we're getting cluttered. And if the Air Force has to move around, I really can't put too much more in here because of traffic control. So you can see the initial hello. Oh, and if everything goes poorly, because I really had no idea what Chuck was going to build, I've got the TNT squad ready to close the portal.
Clever.
Just in case. So initial attack would be 6 withers going in, and I tested it that this does not work and wrecked the whole build of everything. If the pistons extend, the skull just floats in the air. They're not transferable. But as a build, you get the concept of what they're doing. You push the buttons, and then it's wither madness, and then about 30 minutes later, the forces go in. Hopefully, the lava guys will burn up whatever's left. Although thinking about it, withers are immune to lava, so not wither. Warden is immune to lava. that giant warden on the other side is a huge problem.
As it
But
should be.
yeah, of course, and not knowing that's over there, and it's not really like nether based or anything, but wherever they got this snake from, he's definitely going to get his money's worth.
Yeah, I was just following that, looking at that.
And as you can see on the back wall, that's my nether army.
All right, want to do the same thing we did on the side, and I'll just go through.
Sure.
Let's see. I like the entrance wither cannon you've got set up here. Both of those are really cool. I like the use of armor stands throughout your build.
I did get lucky that there's piglin heads.
Yeah, that's
But-
something that I realized was like there's no pillager
Yeah.
heads that I could use like that.
Oh yeah. So you'd have like zombies and stuff. That's unfortunate.
But like after it was an afterthought that just really worked out well.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really adds a lot of life to the build. Like these guys up here holding torches with a TNT. That's really, I like
And
that.
there's two for redundancy, just in case.
I like the lava golems here because you can because of how lava flow, it looks like they're like magma golems wearing a cloak of lava because of how it flows. I really like that. That's cool. I'll start with the left side here, the piglin side. I like the scaled up Poglin guy, and the way you did horns on all these scaled up mobs is really cool. With the what is that, a quartz? Yeah, the quartz stairs and stuff. The gold golems is a good touch. I like the use of the chiseled
Me-
polished black stone for the
Oh,
pig
yes.
snouts or the eye. A lot of the redstone chariots and upscaled mobs. Gonna like that. And the bats over here, bats. It's a really cool design for a bat. Even in vanilla, just like throw like step above so that's gonna look awesome.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things about this side is the just the bats,
bats.
and then the sort of ghastly Pokemon style floating skull by the portal.
Oh yeah, I didn't even touch on the Doom boss that he added for no reason because like build is like straight
What's
out
he
of
doing?
Doom.
Whatever he wants.
Yeah, this is like the
Poor
avatar
guys.
of Sin or something. And like this
Yeah.
is a really cool, really good build with a Blackstone skull. I like the scaled up mobs and the skeletons, and I really like what you did with ghasts over here with the stairs and like you can see like the kind of glowing eyes of the spawner, the like skeletal scorpion. Because yeah, it is skeletal. I was worried about that. I hadn't flown down here to take a look yet, but yeah, it's it's a skeleton. I like that. Having death on your side is kind of like, I mean, war never
The
changes. He's
ultimate
gonna
cheat
win no
card.
matter what. He's
It's
not
a
on
cheat
your
card.
side. He's not on your side. Spawned on this side because it's the Nether. That's just his normal spawn point. I view him more as like a third-party observer here. And that brings us to the last two builds on your side, I think, which are the Skeleton Dragon, which is probably like my favorite build here is the Skeleton Dragon, I would say. I really like what you did with the magic on the inside and the glass wings. It's a really cool design. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last but not least is the snake riding piglet brute.
Yeah, he'd be the overall boss of the chaos.
He's got his netherite axe. Yeah, I like the design of this snake top.
And totally cheated on the build by putting him immersed in lava. So I don't have to do that everywhere.
Nah, it's fine. Like that's
That's
that makes
just
sense.
using terrain.
I guess to wrap it up, I'll do what I view as the fatal flaw on each side of the portal, and then discuss the layer and why.
Start this side or the other side?
I'll start this side.
All right.
Square, have you seen the Minecraft movie?
Yes, I have. And I specifically didn't want to just copy paste a bunch of gas carrying penguins.
But you also don't have a magic crystal that lets piglins exist in the overworld without zombifying.
Piglins aren't that smart. Nope. There's no
okay.
workaround. They're just idiots. They're idiots that push carts with withers on them.
Yeah, I mean, I think aside from maybe the gun, most of it would work just fine even if they're zombified. So I don't think that's much of a hindrance. But I just thought I would point it out before we're like, actually McSquare lose because piglins zombify in the overworld.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Especially the
know.
giant guy in the middle. He's going to be a giant zombie.
Now the snake's going to be fine. He's going to wreak havoc,
Yeah.
but
And in the back, the Reaper wins.
because war never changes.
Look, I don't fear the Reaper.
Fear the
Not right now. Or...
is it the winds, the sun, or the change. I don't know. All right, so let's go to the other side now.
Oh, we already have an expeditionary force.
Oh, oh, never mind. Okay, he's about to fly back through the portal. He's like, oh, I see what I see. Nope. Thanks.
I will point out, I did look it up. While the Warden is immune to lava and fire damage, it
Yep.
is not immune to wither effect.
Ooh.
No.
Which
I thought he was immune. I thought he was, but no.
I thought so too. But
I also don't think he's immune
Interesting.
to explosives
no.
because
not.
people have done videos with withers fighting
Yeah.
wardens.
So
But again, not knowing what's on this side, this is what the piglins would be rolling in with.
so give it to me straight, Doc. What's my fatal flaw?
You've not got enough offensive material. Most of what's built up here is defensive. So you've got the rose golems and the upper golems, but it's not going to really good for like complicated orders and like holding ground, in my opinion, at least.
I foresee a huge traffic jam here, and then
Well, they're
possibly my
automatons.
Air Force being able to get through it.
They're basically so have you seen like the marching bands where like the two bands cross and it's perfectly fine. That's basically what's going to go on here because they're basically like, okay, yeah, let the big golems and the warden first, and then everyone just file in. But then once offensive force is gone, you've just got your defense here.
Yeah.
Granted, Square has a problem where he doesn't have any defensive force, but if any of his forces get
the
through,
dynamite plan B, that's it.
yeah, but if you win, Chuck sends like 2 guys through, and your guys are like, "Oh no, we must have lost," and blows the portal. You're kind of screwed. Oh no, you have the portal repair kit. Never mind.
Aha!
Now, as far as builds go, oh, man, I am so torn. It's down
You
to like I'm torn between like the warden and that flaming skull you built. Those are like the outstanding, like, oh my god, these are amazing.
Well, I'm glad you like them.
Well, I appreciate you trying to figure out which build you prefer, like that way. I think what we're asking is which army do you think would win? And
I would
completely
argue,
honest.
I would argue on my behalf, my big thing that would help me is that initial withers coming in and just smashing and causing chaos because they're going to go every which direction, and then I don't know if your tight packing would be able to adjust.
Yeah, I think the withers would probably do quite a bit of havoc there.
Because I think 42 giant golem statues might be able to handle any skeletons that come through. And I also think that an unforeseen logistical problem you'll hit is that whatever the copper golems actually kill something, they're going to stop fighting and start sorting things.
I think Square wins the opening engagement, right? He sends the withers through, they cause havoc. I think Chuck's army does eventually beat them back. I think the middle of the engagement pretty close to a tie of all the golems on getting over the portal on both sides with the skeletons and the piglins. I think that's going to be pretty close to a draw there, to be honest. And after that, I think because of the attrition and the zombification, I think the army that wins will probably be the Pillagers, in my personal opinion.
And
As
then
a
we
judge
blow up the portal.
and a professional. And then you blow up the portal, that basically means the Pillagers win.
Okay.
Well, I think there's one clear winner of it all, and it's Mr. Death.
Although, since most of Chuck's force is automata, he's not mostly getting fed from the Pillager army. He's mostly getting fed from your army, Square.
Death is happy either way.
Pork's on the menu
Yeah, that's-
tonight.
It's not about the win and loss, and I'm okay with, we would just collapse the portal. That's why I built those guys. When I first saw it, 42 of these bloody things on the flank. Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, a great builds all around, guys. Like, really, this has been really cool to look at.
Yeah, that's honestly been the most fun. Is like statues are really not my thing, so getting to play around and like learn how to do it has been just a blast. Figuring all that out.
Something else I'm proud of, the Nether side there. Guess how long it took to build?
How long?
1 day to clear out the hole, 3 days to build it.
That's really quick. Especially doing those designs for the different creatures. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's the thing, is like I took probably a day and a half just to do all of the same guy a whole bunch of times. And by that time he's like, well, I'm done.
Well, I mean, the look of all of these dudes is definitely worth it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very pleased
And-
with it. It's very funny to me.
And I didn't even think of using it, and I thought it was quite clever that you've used oxidized lightning rods and things from the expansion. The only thing I think I used was the bookshelves for shields,
Mm.
which it's funny, we both had the exact same idea.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't played with the new shelves yet.
Well, that was a blast. And we hung out for probably another hour and a half, just having fun, causing chaos, spawning withers, spawning wardens, seeing what happened. But I think I'm gonna leave it there, and maybe I'll put out another episode of just the afterwards. Who knows? That'll be fun. In the meantime, I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please go and check out Square's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.